You are listening to Random Gameplay Pimpin'.
What is going down? What the fuck is going down? It is your boy, Studio MacGyver, and you are listening to Random Gameplay Pimpin'. Welcome to the show, guys. If you're new to the podcast, welcome to the show. If you're into anime, nerd culture, and most importantly, video games, then you come to the right place because we talk about all of that shit here. Today, we have episode number 325. And you guys are going to have to bear with me. I'm apologizing in advance. Usually my podcast is out early in the morning, typically around 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. But I overslept, okay? My plan was to go to sleep, wake up about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and get to recording. But I didn't get a lot of sleep these last couple of days and blame Remnant 2 for that. But anyway, went to sleep, set my alarm, did not even hear it. I was out cold and didn't wake up till late. So you're going to get this podcast a little bit later. And there's really not a lot to talk about this week, guys. I'm just going to keep it real. I'm going to be 110% transparent with my audience, man, because you guys are the shit. Man, I've been playing Remnant 2. That's pretty much been it, man. Me and some friends got the game when really before it came out. I think it released on the 25th. If I'm not mistaken, but it came out technically earlier than that, and we got it a little bit earlier. I got the DLC and stuff like that, and I knew the game was going to be decent. I watched a lot of videos, I did all that, but I did not realize how truly awesome this game has become. It's crazy. There's been secret, hidden archetypes hidden within the game, which we found, by the way, thanks to my boy Dig. Went out there and got it. There's so many stipulations behind this to get it. The devs were really cool in the way that they implemented this in the game. And I guess in the first game, this was one of the favorites, and it was basically surrounding your mods. Okay, so in this game, you have mods, and basically when you use a mod, it's basically a power up. Okay, so once you use it, it has a cooldown time. And different mods have different cooldown times, right? So you put builds together around that. I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm putting a build together around mods, okay? There's different mods. There's summoners. There's all kinds of stuff. You can be a tank. You can be a melee guy. However you want to do it, a DPS person. So this wasn't in Remnant 2, okay? It wasn't, how can I put this? There wasn't a build in there that was surrounding mods, okay? And apparently they put it in the game, and to get it, you had to go through hell and high water. And one of the things you had to do was literally wait 12 real life hours before something to happen, before you could transition to the next phase. But that's just one thing. There's so many more things you had to do to get this set up, right? And one of my friends, one of my best friends, actually went and he was doing it. He did it. He said, I'm trying to get this, and he actually got it. And the cool thing about this game is if you play with someone who is doing it, then you don't have to do it again. So as long as you have somebody and you're basically in their game with them, then whatever they do, you get credit for it. So if you got this badass weapon that you wanted and you have some friends with you, guess what? They get it too. So that's the cool thing about that. So that happened. I have that. I'm working on that build right now, and I've been obsessed with that for the last 3, 4, 5 days. And matter of fact, when I get off of this microphone, I'm going in there to do that. So currently I'm in my closet, recording. I'm not in my car this time because my car is, my girl has the car and she goes to work in the morning. So usually I would be in the car, but that's not happening. So I had to find another place, and I have to get this done before my daughter wakes up. And right now it's 6:30 in the morning right now. So I'm in the closet hoping I can get this done before she wakes up, and then I can edit it. So you guys should get it around 8 o'clock, somewhere around there. Okay. If everything goes smooth. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's a wild adventure, guys. I feel like I'm an RPG character my damn self, trying to get this podcast done this week, and just really this last few weeks, man, just experimenting and trying new things. And that's kind of cool. I'm kind of excited about that in a sense, because it gives me more options to try to record and do different things for traveling purposes and whatever else, so I kind of feel like I'm going on my own adventure, if you will. But anyway, I got just a few things I want to talk about besides Remnant 2, which is awesome. I keep saying that, guys, if you haven't played it, or if you're into like Dark Souls stuff, this is basically kind of like Dark Souls with guns. And it's awesome. It is. But if you're into that type of stuff and you like playing with other people, this may be a game for you. And it's really one of the cheaper games at $50. You can't lose. You can't go wrong with it. The community is crazy out here with this game too, which I love. And I want to get on communities a little bit too in this podcast. But yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about some news that I consider pretty big, man, if you're an Xbox fan. All right. And that's Final Fantasy, coming to the Xbox. Now, it's not one of those things where you're like, oh, what? It's never happened before. Of course it's happened. I mean, there were other games, previous games that were Final Fantasy games on the Xbox that some may still be there. I haven't checked my Game Pass, but there were a lot available at one time on Game Pass. Okay. But what I guess Square Enix is saying now, because recently in Vegas, I want to say it was, they had an event, which was the Final Fantasy 14 event, which they have, I think, every year. But anyway, they were there. Phil Spencer was there, and they were literally shaking hands. The press was there. Everybody was going crazy. But yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is coming to Xbox. Okay, it's coming to Xbox, and that's going to be just the tip of the iceberg, apparently, because they plan on bringing more titles, not Final Fantasy 16, though, to the Xbox brand, Xbox, consoles. So there is PC. There's a lot of stuff going on for that, but I'm talking about Xbox here. Okay, the actual Xbox system. So, I mean, it depends on who you are and how you feel about Square Enix and what they have to bring to the table when it comes to that. So people may be licking their chops now. The Xbox guys may be thinking about, well, is this going to include Final Fantasy VII Remake eventually? What other games could we possibly get here? And that's a question I cannot answer for you guys, but it is something I would keep my eye out for, because like I said, Microsoft is spending money. Okay, that's one thing we know for sure. They're spending money to make this happen, and they want to see more games from Square Enix coming to that platform, because Sony, when you think of Square Enix, I think of Sony every day, all day, and sometimes even Nintendo some as well. I don't think of Microsoft, because Microsoft is not a Japanese company, and over the years, that's just how the relationship has been, and Microsoft is trying to build those relationships to try to get more of those games. I think that's a smart decision. I've always said they should have done that in the beginning to get some of that Eastern audience stuff coming this way. I'm a huge, anime fan. I'm a huge Japanese culture fanatic, and everything that they do a lot of cool shit. I love a lot of the things, a lot of their games, and Sony, that's part of the reason why I went with Sony as the first brand, because I knew that definitely I was going to get those titles, right? And they're still coming, and they're not going to stop. Same thing with Nintendo. Okay. Daemon X Machina, my all-time favorite game. And there's a lot of dope games. The Mario franchise, there's so many. Metroid, there's so many awesome franchises on the Nintendo and the Switch. And for me to say Daemon X Machina is my favorite game, which is, a mech game, okay, of all things, is crazy. Yes, it's a niche game, and you call me what you want to call me, but that's my favorite game on the Switch, okay? Better than Zelda, in my opinion. Better than Astral Chain, which I love Astral Chain. Probably Astral Chain is going to be my second favorite, because I also love Platinum Games, if you guys don't know, if you're new to the show. But yeah, Marvelous Inc. is a dope company. I'm looking forward to the next game. I'm just going all over the place right now, guys, but just bear with me. But yeah, everybody has their thing, is basically what I'm trying to say. So it's cool to see that now Xbox may be trying to open up that forbidden door to get more games, because I think if Square Enix does this, then it's going to open up the floodgates for other Japanese companies and developers to kind of join forces. Even though Microsoft is not very popular in the East out there, this could be a building block for future stuff to come. So that's something I want to, throw out there with you guys. Also, I want to also talk about, there's a new gameplay video. I think it's about 12 or 13 minutes of Lords of the Fallen. And it looks fucking amazing. I cannot wait to play this. This is another Dark Souls, related experience. It's a Dark Souls type game, and it looks awesome. And I'm going to have to pick it up. But man, I'm so torn. October is going to be crazy, a crazy month. If you haven't seen the video or the footage, definitely check it out. Just Google Lords of the Fallen new gameplay. It should pop up for you guys. And it's pretty dope. I like the premise of it. You have two different realms, and you can go within, you can go between both of them and all that. And I'm looking forward to the builds, the play styles, and all of that. Okay. Really into the builds and the customization of these type of games. Anytime you get a character and you can kind of build them up however you want and make them, tailor them up to your expectations, okay, how you like to play things. I love that. And then going out and trying to find different things to help you attain that is just very addictive. The mech games do it. I think that's why I love those so much. And because I just love mechs. And then other games like Remnant 2 and Elden Ring and games like that do it as well. So that's the cool thing. This game looks awesome, guys. And it comes out October 13th. So it's going to be so much shit. I don't know what I'm going to do in October. I think I got it planned for October, because this game is coming out on the 13th, and you got Alan Wake coming out in October as well, which is a game I want to play, which looks awesome. Assassin's Creed Mirage, Spider-Man 2, which is the #1 game right there. That's the one that is guaranteed going to be picked up and played for the month of October. And then you also have Super Mario Brothers Wonder. So there's so many awesome games coming out in October, and that's not even all of them, but those are the main ones, like the ones that most people will fucking understand or kind of sniffing around for, but there's still more. So yeah, October is crazy, man. And then September is not even any better, because you have games that are coming out in September. We already know, thank God, that Starfield is going to be free on Game Pass, but there's some other games as well coming out, in September. So I don't know, guys. It's going to be rough for, September and October. Definitely October though, because I want to play Alan Wake. I definitely want to play that. And Super Mario Brothers Wonder is also going to be a dope game, I think. I really do. It's a brand new Mario game. A lot of people are going to be fucking with that. And I just don't have the time or, the money to do all of that, I don't think. I usually try to stay within like a $75 a month kind of budget for my games. And there's some months that I'm like, okay, it's going to be $150 a month. Okay. Because there's just these two games here and I just have to do it. So yeah, every once in a while I have that. It may be that kind of month in October. I don't know, because I don't plan on buying anything in September. So I may go Alan Wake 2 and Spider-Man 2 for that month, I think. Or substitute Alan Wake 2 for Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. That's really going to be tough. So definitely Spider-Man 2 for sure. Okay. It'll probably be, to be honest with you, it'll probably be Spider-Man 2 and Lords of the Fallen. Those are probably going to be the two games for me. And then Alan Wake will come later, and some of these other games, on sales and stuff. Everything you just can't get now, man. You just can't do it. All right. I try to stick to that. Okay, buy what you really can't live without right now and that you're going to play immediately. And then the games that you really think are cool, kind of buy those later at a discounted price. And until then, so you finish the games you really bought that you really wanted, hit your backlog until some of these other games become, cheaper or whatever. Because like I said, the backlog is crazy, at least for me, guys. And I know most gamers, our backlogs are stupid. There's plenty of stuff we can probably go and pick up and play. And even then, games that we've already played, we can go back to. Like I was playing Dragon's Dogma, and then when Remnant 2 came out, it was impulse buy, but now I'm stuck in that realm right now for a while. So when I cool down off of that, I'll go back to Dragon's Dogma, complete that. And even before that, guess what I'm doing? I'm jumping back into Daemon X Machina right now. So I basically just I got my Switch and I put the game in and I downloaded the update, which is a dope update. They have some new online mode where you can play with other characters, play with other people, and go out and do missions, and it's randomly generated. So I can't wait to get into that. I'm very, very excited. The one thing I don't like though is I would try to start a new game and it told me something about if you do, it's going to erase your previous stuff. So what I'm going to do is upload my save data, okay, to the cloud or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? And then, or move it to another saving device, something like a card or something, and then start this new character so I can swap out these characters if I wanted to. But yeah, looking forward to playing Daemon X Machina, getting ready for Armored Core 6, which is going to be my only game purchase in August. And I'm really anticipating that game, guys. I'm a big, like I told you guys earlier, mech fan. I love mechs, and I can't wait to get out here and get with this community. And as I said, with the community stuff, the cool thing about these games now in today's society is that no matter how big or popular a game is or not, there's a community out there for it. And it's so easy to find now. You can just start a Reddit post, or you can just, go to the internet, and you can just literally build communities at your beck and call. Go to Facebook, go to all these other platforms out here, and you can do that. Discord is a major one. So there's lots of things to do. And, I found that out really a while back, and a friend of mine is really doing this with Remnant too. He's really out here in Discord, and there's a lot of people just willing to help, other people looking for certain items and they're looking for help or looking to help other people with, and it's really, the community is really dope like that. So looking forward to getting into that community with the Armored Core stuff. And I know we're niche, I know we're not the most popular, especially in the West, we're not, but in Japan and over in the East, that shit is huge. Okay. So, I mean, really that Daemon X Machina was one of the most popular games and highly sold games out there in Japan. So I thank God for that. And so that, we can enjoy it here. I'm just glad they let us do it, because like I said, a lot of games that come out there, we don't get, or we haven't gotten. And that's starting to change now. I mean, with anime, the boom of that going on, and all these other things happening now, they see that there's a lot of money in the West, and there's a lot of fans out here as well. What I'm saying? It's not as prominent, of course, but it's a lot of people like me who enjoy all of that. I might as well be living in Japan as much as I love that culture and everything that they do over there. So that's exciting. Looking forward to all of that stuff. But yeah, man, October is going to be crazy. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay. On the anime side, which I have not really been able to watch anything. I finished one episode of What did I finish? I finished one episode of Nier Automata, and I still have like 3 more to go. So that's all I got to squeeze in. I had a busy week, and like I said, Remnant 2 has been taking all my time, guys. I am obsessed with this game right now. It's crazy. And I think the reason I'm so obsessed is because I have somebody to play with that is a go-getter out here in these video game streets. Okay. He's going to go out there and grab everything. Okay. We just got a new weapon last night before I got off. I'm literally falling asleep with the controller in my hand, but we got it done. And we got this new sword. Okay. This new melee weapon. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy out here in these Remnant 2 streets. But yeah, it makes it cooler, makes it funner because you can communicate with that person as well, instead of just kind of going somewhere and trying to get something, but not being able to articulate what you're trying to do with the other characters and all of that. So that's where we're at with that. So I'm trying to get everything I can with him. So moving forward, we can kind of do our thing when we're not on at the same time, because we play other games too. And he's still a Division. I still play Division sometimes, and then I'm about to play some other stuff here too, so as you know. So lots of stuff happening, guys. But anyway, on the anime tip though, there's a new fucking Castlevania coming out, and the trailer is out now, and it's coming out September 28th. So really, really excited for that. If you guys haven't seen the first season and the second season of Castlevania, it's on Netflix. It's awesome. You should definitely check it out. I remember when it first came out, I did not think it was going to do what it did. I just, I was like, man, they're doing an anime on Castlevania. I didn't know. It was kind of like in my mind, like rolling the dice. It could crap out, and I wouldn't have been surprised if it didn't work out, but it turned out to be an awesome anime. Okay. They did an excellent job. And now the previews of this one look even more awesome. So check it out. Go to YouTube, look it up. Castlevania Nocturne is what it's called. And it looks like it's going to be breathtaking. I can't wait for it. So that's one for the books. And I don't know, knowing me in anime, guys, new anime, hopefully Netflix does it to where we can watch it all and binge it all. But I don't know. They're trying to adopt that new stuff now where they keep you watching every week. And, a lot of shows are going that route now. So I don't know. If I have to wait, I will. Because like I said, if I can, I would love to just consume it all at one time, or at least the majority of it, because I'm just spoiled, man. Even my favorite animes that come out, it's going to be, there's going to be some ones that I'm really looking forward to, but I don't know if I'll be able to watch them. There's some that can make me do that. I'm not going to lie. I mean, like, I'm looking forward to 86 whenever that's set to return. Funny thing about anime, you cannot depend on these anime to come out every year for every season, like most shows do. Okay. Like most Western shows, they don't move like that. They kind of move to the beat of their own drum, because the anime world is hard. Okay. It's hard to fucking do anime. The studios, if you go in behind the curtains, guys, it's crazy back there. All right. It's an old form that is really, it takes a lot of time to do and finish. And a lot of these anime come out with a season 1, and then you don't see season 2 for 2 or 3 years, if at all. All right. And some of these anime are awesome, and you're like, what happened? They just couldn't get the money together. The production wasn't there, and the budget just didn't allow it to happen. So that happens a lot. Okay. I mean, I'm still waiting on One Punch Man. Okay. Season 3. Okay. Most of us are still waiting for One Punch Man season 3. I know I am. So that's my point. And it's been a few years? It's at least been a few years, guys, since season 2 has come out. So that's my point. And a lot of anime do this. A lot of them follow this recipe and just trying to figure out what's going on next. So 86, I want to say has it been a year since 86 has finished and wrapped up? I want to say it has. I want to say it has. It feels like it has. We should be getting it soon, I hope. I mean, we're getting Goblin Slayer finally is coming back, which that took a couple years, I want to say. There's a lot of anime out there that I was waiting for, and we just didn't get after a year, which we thought we would get that next season. It's just for whatever reason. So, but that's that. That's pretty much as far as I'm concerned with the show, guys, it's a short one, I know, but I'm in the closet. I'm trying to wrap this up before she gets up, and it looks like I'll be able to do that. So I'm going to take that win and call it a win and get up out of here. But I want to thank everybody for bearing with me, for listening, downloading, streaming the show, and just going on my wild journey, especially this last couple of months with me, and everything that's been happening and going on. It's just been crazy, man. I was so smart to buy this microphone, though. I was so smart to get this microphone because I knew these things could happen because, I have a really high maintenance, highly professional microphone as well. And I haven't been using it because I've been using this USB microphone. Okay. And it's been a game changer. All right. This Samsung has been a game changing microphone. So I just thank the microphone gods, I guess. I'm in the closet. I'm doing this freestyle shit. And, being able to deliver these shows to you guys is just so beautiful. So thank you guys for that, and just being loyal fans and just listening to me talk about video games and anime and all this other shit. It's been a blessing. It's been a real blessing having you guys in the family, and newcomers who listen and check the show out. I really hope that you guys return. We do this every Monday, same bat time, same bat channel. Definitely, if you guys do like the show, and all my OGs out there listening, just show your love and support. Technically, you're doing that now, but if you want to show a little more, you can always go to my handles. You can go check me out on TikTok at Random Gameplay Pimpin' there. You can check me out on YouTube at Random Gameplay Pimpin'. All my Dragon Ball fans out there listening, you can buy merch. You can go to DragonBallDrip.com, and anything you purchase there will definitely go towards helping out the show. And also check out Dragon Ball Drip on YouTube, and check out Dragon Ball Drip on TikTok as well. Instagram also. I have so many things going on. A lot of content coming soon, guys. I've been lacking on my content, I know, but I've got a lot of shit on the hard drive, and I'm doing videos, and I'm, putting them out, but I'm setting it up to come out later. So just be looking out for that. I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that. Just a lot of stuff. I got Remnant 2 stuff. I have Steel Street Fighter stuff. I have what else do I have? Dragon's Dogma, Final Fantasy 16. The list goes on and on and on. I have all these games, so be looking out for that stuff. And I'll keep you posted. I love you guys so much. Last time, thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you next week. This is your boy, Studio MacGyver, and you have been listening to Random Gameplay Pimpin'. See you next time.